Now I'm on my way to work and I have a thought. We talk about having a good job in the future, and then we discuss our family goals, and we discuss what house we want, and we discuss that we want this type of business. But what if all of that fails? Do you have anything in place? And one thing that people really talk about is how much money am I going to need to live off when I'm older? What is going to be my cash flow? And these are just some thoughts that I have while going to work, because yeah, we're working right now because we're young and we're able-bodied. But who is going to guarantee our future? We have to do that. So by now, most of you may already know that I love dividends. And while some people may say it doesn't make any sense and it's a rich man's game and you have to have a lot of money to invest, well, people are open to their opinions, and I have nothing wrong to say about their opinions. But for me, basically, dividends is just one of the most passive forms of income. So why wouldn't I put some effort into it and make it apply to my future? Make it be a revenue stream in my future. So I have a little dividend strategy that I'm going to share with you. So the main goal for retiring is not to work for anybody else, right? But how much cash are we going to need? So let's say we're going to need 250,000 Jamaican dollars per month for our expenses. Yes, we want to live a nice life and we want to afford good things when we retire. Some people are going to say $250,000 is a lot of money, and some are going to say it's not that much. So let me just make it easier for everybody so nobody no complain in the comment section. That's going to be my expenses. So that's going to be 250,000 Jamaican dollars per month, which is 3 million Jamaican dollars per year. That's good. We have our goal. So let's move on to the other section of this equation. Now, to live off dividends, you have to invest in stocks that actually pay a dividend. Yes, it sounds so easy to understand and so evident. But yeah, you're going to need to invest in stocks that pay dividends, and also dividend stocks that have a high dividend yield. So most of these words are going to sound foreign to you if you haven't watched my dividend course, my free dividend course on the YouTube channel. But don't worry, you can always go back and watch that video or download the PowerPoint, which will be attached down below in the description for free. Now you know that with me, I love to run examples because I'm a visual learner, and hopefully if you're watching this channel, you're like me and you love to see examples. That's just the best way to learn, in my opinion. Now for this example, we want to see a stock that pays dividends. So the best place to do some stock research is on the JSE's website, which is jamstockx.com. Alright, so get your laptops ready because we're going to research some dividends. But in order to make the time pass fast and make the best of this day, I'm going to work out while we do that. That's the JSE's main portal. Everything stocks information-wise, you can get it right there. So whenever that platform loads up, you're going to see some drop-downs in the header section here. Well, not really drop-downs, they're just highlighted in the header section. You're going to click Trading. Now that trading is loaded up, you're going to see some subtopics right here: trade sheet, trade summary report, indices, corporate actions, monthly statistics, but we're looking for dividends. So we're going to go to the corporate actions page. Cool, so we're on the corporate actions page. Now where you see Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSE main market, that's where you're going to put in your security or your stock. So which stock should we choose from today? Let me talk like I'm actually in here with me, but that's the vibe that we're giving off here. We're going to go down to a product that everybody drinks daily, I think, a cran water or water. We're going to go to Wisynco. So we want the dividend period for last year, 2022. So we're going to go from January 1st to December 31st. So we want the whole year. So whenever we put in the stock that we want to research and the dates that we want to research from, we just click update and wait for the website to populate with information. Cool, so Wisynco paid 2 dividends for that year. And if you look over to the right-hand section, that's what we want to see, dividend amount. And as you can see, they paid 20 cents 2 times for the year. So that's going to give us 40 cents for the overall dividend payout. Now looking at Wisynco's annual payout and their stock price, it gives us a dividend yield of 2.33%. But what are we going to do with this information? Basically, the dividend yield just gives you a percentage of how much dividends you would receive if you invest $100. So for every $100, you're going to get a return of 2.33% in dividends, which is $2.33. Just wait, I already know what you're going to say. So me if you invest 100 and odd million Jamaican dollars just to make 3 million Jamaican per year, that don't make no sense. That's a robbery, a foolishness that stocks are not for me, dividends are not for me. But before you shoot it down, let me explain something. Dividend yields can be a lot higher than 2%. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to find dividend stocks that have a dividend yield of 5 or more percent. Now, if you've watched some of my dividend stock videos or my dividend course that I have on the channel, the free course, you would see that I have a list of stocks that pay dividends past 5%. Some of them even go up to 15%. So in this example, I'm going to use a consistent dividend payer. That's going to be Carreras. And the last time I checked in this video, their dividend yield is going to be 9.51%. So you may ask, how do I calculate dividend yield? Watch the course, but I'm just going to show you right now. To calculate dividend yield, all you have to do is add up all the dividends that you receive for the year. And whenever you add up all that dividends that a company pays for the year, you divide it by that stock's price, and that's going to give you the dividend yield. So now for the oxtail, curry goat, jerk chicken, fried chicken of the matter, or meat of the matter, what is the formula to calculate how much money will I need to invest to live off 3 million Jamaican dollars per year? There's going to be two simple formulas. The amount that you need to live off per year divided by the dividend yield. That's going to give you the amount of money that you need to invest. Or the second formula, which is the amount that you need to live off per year divided by the annual dividend payout. That's going to give you the amount of shares that you need to purchase. You can use anyone, you're going to come back to the same answer. So jump back over onto jamstockx.com, go back to corporate actions, and we're going to look for Carreras to see the dividends, the amount of dividends that they paid last year. So I'm seeing here that Carreras paid 4 dividends for last year. So that's going to be 19 cents plus 13 cents plus 23 cents plus 23 cents, which equals 78 cents per year. That's going to be the annual dividends that they paid per share for the entire year. Now we're going to divide that by the current stock price. Their current stock price is $8.20. So that's going to give us a dividend yield, remember to multiply by 100, is going to give us a dividend yield of 9.51%. So now that we have our dividend yield and the amount of money that we want to live off per year, our goal, which is 3 million Jamaican dollars, we're going to divide it by 9.51%, which is the dividend yield. That's going to tell us that we need 31.5 million Jamaican dollars invested to get 3 million Jamaican from that stock in dividends per year. But this is still a lot of money. But we have to break it down in a plan. We have to make it palatable to see if you can actually manage this or go to the other strategy that I will mention further down in this video. So stay tuned. Now let's say you want to retire in the next 30 years. So we're going to divide this by 30. So each year you would have to contribute $1 million into this stock. Let's break it down into how much you need to invest each month. Divide it by 12, you're going to need to invest $87,627 per month in Carreras for the next 30 years to make 3 million Jamaican dollars per month. That's still a lot of money, but that's why people say that you should start investing early and increase that income so that you can invest more money to live a nice and lavish lifestyle in the future. But honestly, no matter how you cut it, the dividend investing just sounds like a bad idea. It just sounds like it's going to take a lot. It sounds like you have to be rich and it's going to take a lot of time. But the one strategy that I would say works well is the DCA method, dollar cost averaging. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't invest in dividends. A healthy portfolio should have a mix of dividend stocks and also stocks that can appreciate in capital value, because you need that steady income. If you're like me, you like income stocks. So you need that steady income also coming from your stocks, but you also need to have some stocks that appreciate in value. Look at it this way. The only way you make money from stocks appreciating in value is by selling them. But with dividends, you can make money from the stocks without even selling them. You can hold them forever. So I think that a portfolio mixed with both is going to be the best portfolio overall. So I'm going to show you the DCA method, but I'm going to use an example to bring it across to you better. So we're going to choose a stock that almost everybody buys their products when they go to the supermarket. We're going to select Grace Kennedy. And we're going to invest $15,000 monthly. And that's one of the things with the DCA method is that you have to invest a set amount of cash, or a cash that you deem to be something that you can afford over a set period of time, whether that be daily, weekly, or monthly. Just make sure that you have to invest this amount consistently, regardless of market fluctuations, because you just want to build up the amount of cash that you have, or the cash position that you have in that stock. And that's the whole premise of the DCA method. So we select GK, and the fees are going to be around 3% per month, but we're going to invest 15,000 Jamaican dollars per month. And 13 years ago, if we started our journey, we would have around 2.3 million Jamaican dollars invested out of pocket for GK. We would have around 78,000 shares, and the overall portfolio would be valued around 6.1 million Jamaican dollars. We would have received over 900,000 Jamaican dollars in dividends. We would be in profit overall 3.7 million Jamaican dollars. Now you can see why I say to implement the DCA method. The stock is also appreciating in price, and it is also paying you a dividend. The dividends can also be used to buy more shares of this stock. So you don't have to cash out the dividends and use it to cover bills. Remember, you want those dividends to be used in your retirement. So it doesn't make any sense to use it now. The thing is, you should use those dividends, reinvest it, meaning use the dividends and buy back more of this stock and use it to compound over time. So you're using your own money, and you can also use the stock to buy more stock. So instead of investing $15,000 monthly, you can invest around $20,000 monthly when you apply your dividends, therefore speeding up the rate at which you can get to those retirement goals easier and earlier. So hopefully you learned something from this video. Planning for your future is also important, and why not securing that income stream by having dividends on the side. You can also have your business, you can also have your farm, you can also have picnic where I give you money, but the more income streams, the better. Anyways, future millionaires, thank you for watching my video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the content. And if you don't want to miss out whenever I drop these gems and you want to be a part of the Future Millionaires Club, then be sure to ring that notification bell, because when you ring that notification bell, you will be notified whenever I release a video. Until next time, work hard, make money, and happy investing.